So how you doing today? Well, baby, if you are TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, y'all, I don't even know what to say. There is so much back and forth, but baby, they want us to let us know they are going nowhere. And yes, they are very, very much together. Now, listen, here's the weird thing, and this is just my thing. I think Amy is trying to play both sides from the middle. Just hear me out. There were reports that TJ and Amy were separating, splitting up while this investigation's going too far, going into the history, because basically Amy's worked too hard. She's not giving up her career. She worked damn hard to get to 2020. And also, Amy wasn't doing anything wrong. It was all TJ, right? Playing innocent. Reading these reports and being like, yo, Amy's about to throw TJ under the bus. Well, it looks like TJ was like, baby, we ain't playing by those rules, because it like TJ grabbed Amy and made them all go to lunch to hash things out. Y'all, what am I talking about? Amy and TJ were spotted out on a date at the Capitol Grill of all places. I know that's right. What is it? The spicy calamari with those hot peppers, and that ribeye with the peppercorn sauce and a side of blue cheese sauce. Listen, the Capitol Grill has delicious food. It's not just for boring business meetings. But my point is, they went out in public at the Capitol Grill to let them know they are very much together. Let me tell you why this is at once the smartest and dumbest thing they've ever done, and how the NBC executives are taking it. Y'all ready? Let go. Okay, so let's get into this mess, and then we can talk about how Amy and TJ need to go somewhere, sit down, and not on each other's laps. Let's go. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach walk arm in arm after a date amid Good Morning America affair drama. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach put on a united and happy front in their first public sighting since getting suspended from Good Morning America 3 over their alleged affair. It's not alleged anymore. TJ and Amy have come out and said not only were they bumping uglies, but they don't have anything to be ashamed of. Why is it alleged? Anyway, even though their professional careers are hanging in the balance while ABC conducts an investigation into the nature of their relationship, the co-anchors appeared carefree and committed to one another while strolling in the rainy streets of New York City on Thursday, arm in arm. In photos obtained by the Daily Mail, the two were seen smiling and laughing as they made their way down the sidewalk following a presumed lunch date at Capitol Grill. Now, let me just tell y'all something, right? I said it before, the Capitol Grill got bomb food, right? If there's anybody to make you, anything that can make you throw away your career, it's that spicy calamari with those hot cherry peppers. Anyway, let me actually get to the point. First of all, I know everybody's saying love is love and why should they be ashamed of their love? And I know we're from the outside looking in, some judging, some cheering, some silently being like, damn, that's me, right? There's a lot of people on different sides. I do want to say one thing. TJ and Amy both have young children. And when I say young, they're still living at home. That's what I consider young children. I find it odd that even though love is love, do you think you could have did it a less messy, a less selfish, a less self-centered way than even if you left your wife and husband, and even if you're just like, this is love is love, and you don't want to live that life anymore, and you're sleeping every night at your side girl or side dude's house? What about your children that are actually waking up every single day and seeing paparazzi pictures, their friends teasing them? Like, are you guys that selfish that you couldn't have just kept things on the rock? Fine, do what you want when the lights are off. Do what you want. Like, you can literally be waiting at the door like a puppy dog, and as soon as they walk in, wow, jump on them like a cheetah. But why can't you do it with the blinds drawn? Mine's moving too fast. Why can't you do it with the blinds drawn, so to give less, and even if you don't care about your spouse, it's just less humiliation to the kids? Because I don't care what you said, those kids are being dragged. I remember school, and your mommy and daddy is sitting up there gallivanting like that. Please, I'm not saying I would have been the one teasing them, but we know that children can be cruel. Let's not act like this. And I think it's incredibly selfish of Amy and TJ to be on this date, but I have a theory why they're on this public date after there were all these reports that Amy was sacrificing her career. Now, Amy and TJ dined at the restaurant's bar. They sat at the bar. They had no shame. So you wanted everybody to see you as you came in. You didn't even get private dining or ask for a quiet table at the back. You sat at the bar while they enjoyed steak, salad, and wine. They sat close to each other and conversed through the meal. After lunch, the duo strolled back toward Amy's financial district apartment. While the Broadcasters matched in blue jeans and neutral tone pea coats for the outing, Amy opted for black sneakers and a black scarf, while TJ opted for black sneakers and a black scarf, while Amy completed her look with brown boots and a white hoodie. Now, listen, on Tuesday, the insiders told all major media outlets, which I swear was Amy, that the two wouldn't dare be caught together while ABC is making a decision. Their marriages are over, but they have children to think about, and they don't want to jeopardize their future with the network any more than they already have. However, a source last night told E! News that they are still very much together. Woo! Now listen, y'all. Let's actually get into this. First of all, their friendship allegedly turned romantic after they began training together for the New York City Marathon in March, when they were each still married to other people. Let's not forget that their spouses, Marilee and Andrew, also trained for the marathon with them. Okay, so this is where the affair was alleged to be. So for all y'all being like, oh my God, they started cheating first. And I still do think that if they hadn't gotten caught, they never would have confessed anything. Like, come on, look at TJ's record, look at Amy's record. They weren't confessing anything. Now, I will say this, right? Amy actually moved out of her house in the summertime. Here's why I think they're actually coming out and now putting on a united front, okay? It's as simple as this. Let's put this together. It's been cold as HE double hockey sticks in New York. They decided to get up and go have lunch at the Capitol Grill and sit at the bar. They wanted everybody to see them. Now just hear me out. I don't know who it is with and this is speculation. I don't know who it is with TJ, and I don't know who it is, whether it's TJ or Amy, but I will say this. Someone was like, you better get right and act right before we blow all this up. Now, it leads me to believe that TJ told Amy, girl, what do you think we're doing? Either we all go in or none of us go in. Because all the reports prior to that was about how Amy didn't want to anger the execs. Amy wanted to keep a low profile. Amy thought things were cooling off. And Amy wanted to stay separated, at least on how it looked on paper. We don't know what they're doing in their apartment buildings, but they wanted to appear separated in the media until the investigation died down. And then all of a sudden, when those reports came out and they went to page 6, they went to the Mail, they went to the Sun, and these were like official reports that looked like from the PR people. All of a sudden, Amy shows up hand in hand with TJ. Now, why would that be? How could TJ tell her, we either all go in or none of us go in? Girl, you better get right. Well, for one, if they find any evidence that they were having an affair prior to when they said, they're going to be let go. Let's also not forget that one of the main things they're looking at is if they use expense accounts, corporate accounts, anything like that. Now, let's add in a little Robin Roberts to that recipe, and it all makes sense. And David Murr. But Robin Roberts confronted them back in 2017 and said, yo, because they said everybody in the newsroom knew that TJ and Amy were having an affair. Oddly enough, this is also when TJ was alleged to have had an affair with Natasha Singh, who was Amy's friend, who used to be a Good Morning America producer, but then she quit and got a job. I know. And let's not forget that Amy was also counseling TJ's wife, Marilee, and her friend Natasha Singh on what to do about TJ's wayward ways. I know. Amy was like, girl, listen, you know what? I hear you. I'm going to go over to his house about 2 a.m, okay, and find out how he feels about you. You know what? I'm also going to wear lingerie under this trench coat just so I clearly understand how he feels about you. I think it'll make him talk. It'll make me look like I'm a Russian spy. Amy was grimy for that. Anyway, right? Note to anybody, if Amy says you're a friend and she's spending too much time around your man, you better pull her back. Side note, Amy, if TJ even looks in somebody else's direction, you know, he's probably hitting that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So Robin Roberts was like, yo, like, this is my legacy. This is real messy. It opens the show up to so many scandals and so many lawsuits. She literally said, are you guys messing around? They looked at her and said, no, right? And then they went, and Amy was like, and I'm sorry, not Amy. Robin was like, just knock it off. And they were like, oh yeah, sure. And then they went to Robin's bosses and complained to about Robin, saying, how dare she? How dare she say that we were messing around? We're just very close friends and we take offense at it. Do you know what type of work environment? They tried to get Robin Roberts in trouble, and also to push back on the fact that they were pushing together. They were just good friends, right? Cut to today. The scandal broke. It looks bad. Robin Roberts has been on a warpath and wants them fired immediately. And David Murr, Amy's 2020 co-host, is like, I didn't even really like her that much anyway. She get out of here because I think it's really messy. He wants Amy. It's not well known. It's been rumored, it's well known that they don't get along. So David Muir is like, yeah, let's get this thing popping. Robin, let's activate, right? And they're trying to push them out. Now, I know Robin wants both of them out. However, Amy, who was it? There's so many names. People, Good Morning America. But David Muir, Amy's co-host for 2020, wants her out of 2020 on top of Good Morning America. That's why it looked like Amy's people has been doing major spin. So how does this come back to, I think TJ made her do this stroll on purpose. It could have been either, but I think it's TJ, because TJ knows where the bodies are buried. And TJ, more than anyone, if it looks like he's going to get fired, can literally go to network execs and literally say, but guess what? Me and Amy have been messing around for a minute. I have all the text messages. I have all the emails. I have all the receipts. I can help you with this investigation. Love's love, right? And then before you know it, Amy is not just fired from Good Morning America or demoted or moved to the side. I don't know if they can fire them, but they can take them off air and put them in different positions, thus stalling their career. They can also do the same thing with 2020. Amy actually has more to lose than TJ, but they both have a lot to lose. And again, I said it before, they didn't care about the kids. They didn't care about this. They didn't care about that. All they cared about were their egos, their money, and their career. You guys, listen, they were strolling hand in hand, arm in arm, looking good in the cold New York weather. You know how you know that Amy and this patrol, even the way she has her jacket open, girl, get out of here. Y'all, I don't know what they sat at the bar. They said that there was no PDA, but they were in each other's faces just talking, unless, now it can't be a breakup lunch because they look too happy in these pictures for it to be a breakup lunch. But they are definitely, listen, they are definitely up to something. I love the way in these pictures, they're on the Daily Mail, by the way. In these pictures, the people next to Amy and TJ, look at this. The people next to Amy and TJ, look at these people's faces. Wait, can you guys see? Hold on. Put over here. Look at these people's faces. They're trying so hard not to eavesdrop, but you know they're eavesdropping and probably selling exclusive to the Daily Mail. If I was the Daily Mail, I'd be like, who actually ate here? It looks like they had Caesar salad. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to keep you abreast of what's going on, but to me, it looks like they had to, yeah, it looks like they're still together. And it also looks like they had to take this stroll for whatever reason. Look at TJ looking at, there's a picture of TJ with the paparazzi looking so mad. Yeah, baby, you got caught. You got caught. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.